Imagine you are exploring a vast, new city for the first time. You have a detailed map of your immediate neighborhood, showing every street and shortcut. But what if you want to visit a landmark across town, or even a different city altogether, a place not specifically drawn on your local map? What is your first instinct for navigating to an unknown destination? In the world of computer networks, this navigation dilemma is precisely why a default route is so incredibly important for internet access. A default route is essentially a special instruction within a router's routing table that tells it where to send any data packet for which it does not have a more specific, known path. It is the crucial, catch-all pathway that enables your devices to reach destinations outside of their immediate local network, which most critically includes the entire internet. Routers are like the traffic cops of the internet, each maintaining a highly detailed map called a routing table. This table contains explicit directions for reaching specific network segments, much like individual street names. However, the internet is a truly enormous and constantly changing entity, making it utterly impossible for any single router to know every single possible destination, every website, or every server. This is where the default route steps in as the indispensable gateway of last resort. If a router receives a data packet destined for an address that isn't explicitly listed in its specific routing table, it automatically forwards that packet along its designated default route. Think of it as sending traffic towards the main highway out of town, trusting that the highway system itself will eventually lead to the correct destination. Without this essential default route, your computer or any network device would be strictly confined to communicating only with other devices on its immediate local network. It couldn't send any mail, browse a web page, or even check the weather online. It's the singular path for all outbound traffic that doesn't have a specific, known local destination. This fundamental concept underpins how interconnected networks scale globally. For the average home user, the good news is that your home Wi-Fi router, or gateway, automatically configures this vital default route for you. It typically points directly to your internet service provider, or ISP. Your ISP's sophisticated routing infrastructure then takes over, using its own default routes and more granular pathways to guide your data further into the vast internet backbone. From a practical standpoint, if you ever experience internet connectivity problems, one of the first basic troubleshooting steps is to verify that your device can successfully reach its default gateway. This simple check can quickly confirm if your local network connection is functioning correctly before you start looking at broader internet issues. Diving a little deeper into the technical side, in Internet Protocol, or IP, routing, the default route is universally represented by the IP address 0.0.0.0/0. This unique notation, 0.0.0.0/0, literally means all networks, or any destination that is not more specifically defined. This elegant and universally understood address allows for an incredibly efficient routing mechanism. Instead of requiring routers to store and constantly update billions of individual routes to every possible server or website on the planet, they can simply maintain a much smaller set of specific routes and relying on the default route as the ultimate fallback. This inherent efficiency is not just a clever trick. It is a foundational cornerstone that allows the global internet to scale to its current immense size and complexity without being overwhelmed by routing table management. So, while often operating silently in the background, the default route is far from a minor detail. It is the absolutely essential, underlying mechanism that translates your desire to reach an external website into actionable network traffic. It elegantly simplifies the monumental task of routing data across interconnected networks, providing a universal exit door. This ensures that your emails, your video calls, your online gaming, and every other digital interaction you have always has a reliable path to reach its intended destination. It is truly the foundational pathway that opens up the entire World Wide Web to your devices.
If you love understanding how the web works, like, subscribe, and stay connected with us.